Suspense has finally ended. The India and Pakistan match as far as the T20 World Cup to be played in Colombo on the 15th of February is back on. It's going to go ahead as Pakistan's boycott call has fallen flat. The Pakistan Cricket Board has relented days after its government decided to boycott the February 15th Group A match in solidarity with Bangladesh, who were removed from the tournament for refusing to travel to India for their matches. The Pakistan government has confirmed that the team will take the field against India to protect the spirit of the game and the commitment to those affected by non-participation. The decision comes after various external parties and factors, but Pakistan were on the back foot. ICC sanctions and penalties were a major possibility, while Sri Lanka and UAE's cricket boards wrote to Pakistan asking them to reconsider. Meanwhile, the ICC has acknowledged the efforts of all parties involved in resolving the crisis for the costliest match, which could be to the tune of 4,000 crore rupees, given all the factors involved.
सर पाकिस्तान में फैसला है कि पाकिस्तान की जो पीसीबी है वो लोग ये तैयार है कि वो भारत के साथ मैच खेलेंगे, तो आप इस ड्रामे को किस तरह देखेंगे?
बेसिकली ये ड्रामा ही था पाकिस्तान का, जो वो हमेशा से करता है। बांग्लादेश को उन्होंने सपोर्ट करके उनको बाहर कर दिया और नाउ दे हैव रियलाइज कि अगर वो भारत के साथ नहीं खेलेंगे तो उनका कितना नुकसान होगा। तो ये एक्सपेक्टेड है ये पाकिस्तान से ऐसी चीजें जो उन्होंने इस बार भी किया।
देखिए, हम तो पहले बोलते थे, मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि भारत को पाकिस्तान के साथ मैच नहीं खेलना चाहिए था, मगर भारत ने खेला। हमने यहां तक कहा था कि पाकिस्तान आतंकवादी गतिविधियों को बढ़ावा देता है, जिसका भुगतान हमारा भारत देश भुगत चुका है। हमने पुलवामा देखा, हमने 26/11 देखा, हमने देखा पहलगाम में किस तरह पाकिस्तान से दरिंदे आतंकवादी आए और बेगुनाह बेकसूर पर्यटकों को मजहब के नाम पे उनके बीवी बच्चों के सामने उनका कत्ल कर दिया। भारत देश ने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर किया, एक डेलीगेशन भेजा विश्व में, जिसने जाके पाकिस्तान की पोल खोल के रख दी, बता दिया कि पाकिस्तान किस तरह आतंकवादी गतिविधियों को समर्थक करता है। फिर भी कुछ चुनिंदा रुपयों के लिए भारत ने पाकिस्तान के साथ मैच खेला ना।
Saurabh Gupta, my colleague, joining us in order to get us details. Of course, this was in solidarity, standing with team Bangladesh, and which is why they decided to boycott the match. And of course, that call has fallen completely flat because even their demands, as far as a team that was making demands, that even hasn't been accepted.
Well, I think for the Bangladesh Cricket Board, what is important is that there is no penalty or sanction for the BCCI, and that's something that the ICC press release clearly says, and that's important given the fact that, there was, of course, this whole dispute that emerged from Bangladesh refusing to travel to India for the games, and that's something that many saw would also perhaps believe that it would lead to penalties, and that would lead to financial losses for the Bangladesh Cricket Board. But it seems that given those meetings that have taken place with, the Bangladesh cricket, officials also attending that meeting with PCB and other officials has meant that, there has been a broader consensus on this issue, and the statement from the ICC very clearly says that while reflecting on Bangladesh cricket team's unfortunate absence from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, the global governing body for cricket reaffirmed BCB's position as a valued full member. And of course, then it goes on to say that it is agreed that no financial, sporting or administrative penalty will be imposed on the Bangladesh Cricket Board in relation to the current matter. And this is important because this seems to be some kind of a understanding and agreement that yes, it's unfortunate that Bangladesh chose not to play, but despite that, there wouldn't be any penal provisions invoked, and that's something that overall people believe is good for cricket. The ICC putting the interests of cricket first, and while Bangladesh has refused to play in India, at this point it seems that there are efforts to at least ensure that in future there are more cricketing games, and Bangladesh also is part of the cricketing infrastructure as it has been in the past.
Absolutely, this would be the costliest match, Saurabh, and of course, let's also, talk about the timeline as far as Pakistan's boycott call is concerned. It was on the 1st of February when Pakistan decided that they will go ahead and play the matches, but just not the match against India, scheduled for the 15th, and that too not in India but in Colombo. So this is a match that Pakistan would be facing off against India, but decided not to do so. It is the ICC on the same very day, the 1st of February, when ICC questioned Pakistan's selective stance, saying that you want to play the matches as far as the T20 World Cup is concerned, but you don't want to play against India. By the 5th of February, it was Sri Lanka that had written to Pakistan, asking Pakistan to reconsider that call for a boycott of the match against India. By the 7th of February, of course, Pakistan sought a dialogue with ICC. It was on the 8th when the PCB board, that was meeting, the Pakistan Cricket Board, meeting with the ICC, the Indian Cricket Board, and that is, of course, here with the Bangladesh cricket team seeking a compensation for Bangladesh from the ICC. It is by the 8th of February when ICC had warned Pakistan over the boycott call, and it's the Emirates Cricket Board also there asking Pakistan to reconsider that call for a boycott. And then finally yesterday the decision was made, and Pakistan there announcing that U-turn as far as the boycott call is concerned, and finally that costliest match that could cost to the tune of 4,000 crore rupees, with all things considered, is finally going to go ahead in Colombo on the 15th, coming Sunday.
It was around midnight on Monday night that the news finally came in that it's game on between India and Pakistan in Colombo on the 15th of February. So fans who are waiting to know whether the match will go on or not and are waiting to travel, they can start packing their bags now for that flight to Colombo. Now, how did this happen? Well, late last night, the Pakistan government put out on the social media handle X that after the conversations that Pakistan Cricket Board had with ICC and following requests that were reviewed from the Bangladesh Cricket Board, Emirates Cricket Board and the Sri Lanka Cricket Board, which also spoke about Pakistan's leadership in securing viable solution to recent challenges, that they have decided to go ahead with the match on the 15th. The statement also said that the Prime Minister had a cordial phone call with the President of Sri Lanka, where they recalled that Sri Lanka and Pakistan have always stood shoulder to shoulder in times of crisis, and the Sri Lankan President requested the Prime Minister to accord serious consideration to amicably resolve the current impasse.